Hello everyone, welcome back to our complete Laravel e-commerce tutorial series. In our last video, we finished setting up our different admin panels. Like we set up our admin panel, then we set up our seller panel, our vendor panel, and we also set up our customer panel in our last video. And I also told you that from our next video, we will start coding the functionality. So today's video we will work on categories. Okay, so if you follow this series from the very first video, then you probably know about this div diagram, right? This div diagram we created at the very first video because it helps us to understand like in our project how many table going to be and what is the relation between each and other table. If we look at into categories table, we may see here there's going to be few different fields. One going to be ID, which will be integer and will get primary key. Then another going to be category name, which is varchar or you can say string. And then here you may see parent ID. Now when we require the parent ID, there's two different ways we can maintain relationship between categories and subcategories if we want to. Number one is using this parent ID. If we use this parent ID, then we can easily store categories and subcategories both in same table. Like in categories table, we store electronics, then we also store mobile TV as a category, which is going to be the subcategory of electronics. How? By using this parent ID. The ID of electronics we will use to the mobile TV as a parent ID, so they will going to be automatically the subcategory of that electronic category. So maybe it seems complicated to some people, but it is not actually. Okay, and another way to maintain relationship between category and subcategory table is very simple: separating two different or creating two different table for two different thing. Like for category, that's going to be one completely separate table, and for subcategory there's going to be another complete separate table. Okay, then we will maintain relationship between both of them. Okay, we will use category ID as foreign ID in the subcategory table and define some relationship in model file, one to many, many to one, and by using that method we can simply create relationship between two different table and to maintain category subcategory. That's two different way. A smart way is using one table and maintaining from one single table. Like if I use this structure, there's going to be one single table for category and subcategory. Just the subcategory will get parent ID of the category. Okay, but this way some people will understand, some people will not. So for the first time we will show you how to do it using different table. So when we will do it using different table, there's going to be one table for category and another table for the subcategory. Okay, so let's create the category table today, and later we will create subcategory table and then define relationship in the model file. Okay, so let's do in that way. So I already logged in into my admin panel as an admin, and we already have the category create page, right? Create category page. In this page we will require what? We will require a from. So if I go to my video folder, this is the template we are using, admin kit main. In the in the static we have all the pages, and if I go here in UI forms, we will able to see different kinds of forms. So from here we will create one form in this page. Okay, so let's go to this page code. This is that page code, which is maintaining by the layout.blade.php file. Okay, this is the file. Fine. We also need to extend admin page title because this page is not getting any title now. You can see, right? So if I just use here section, okay, and name of the section is admin page title, and end the section, okay, and inside here we just give the page name, create category. Nice. Now if I save it, refresh here, we get the create category title. Nice. Now inside of this page I will create one from. Okay, so we already have from UI, so I'm just going to open it with Notepad++, and I will just take this from. Okay, just take this from this code, all I need. From here I can also take, but let's go to the file, find out the code. Okay, this is the code. This is all I need, right? So just copy it. Now simply paste it here and then change the card title to create category. Okay, and then in card body we have only one input, but we need a from, right? So get from. Action method is post. We will type action later, and every from we have to use the CSRF token. That's very important. Then here we go. For creating category we will only need the category name. Okay, so let's type a label for category name. Nice. Give name of your category. That should be okay. And now paste the part we got previously. Input type text, class from control, placeholder input, or give a like computer. Fine. Let's refresh the page. Fine. Create category here showing, and here showing our label, and the input field we can give here the label few class like FW bold, margin bottom 2, so it will look nice. Now next we need here a button. Okay, let me see if there are any button buttons here. We will use the primary button. That should be okay. Button, type submit. Okay, and here use few class btn primary with 100. Add category. Nice. Okay, refreshing the page. I need some space at top, so yeah, give empty2. I'm doing everything as I told you at the beginning of the series. I will do everything in the series, like from front end to back end, everything. So yeah, now our front end is ready. Now we need to create the migration file, the model file, and also the controller file for this category. Let's do this. Opening here terminal. Okay, type here php artisan make model. Okay, we will create category model, and with the category model we also want the migration file, so I just type here -m so it will create the model and migration file both together. Okay, fine. And I will also need a controller for category, for subcategory, and also for product. I will use same controller in admin panel, in seller panel, and also in user whenever they browse the website. Okay, so they are like global controller file. So if I go to my app http controllers, I already have many controller file here. So in admin folder I have separate controller file, and in seller I have separate controller file, and also in customer I have separate controller files. But to maintain category functionality, like you may we'll see reading category, we will read category in admin panel, in seller panel, in customer when they browse the website, right? Okay, so we will read category from all different places right? That's why I will create master category controller which I will use everywhere. So PHP artisan make controller, and controller name going to be master category controller. So this file I will use everywhere I need it. Okay, so it is going to be directly inside the controller folder, you can see it. Now first I go to create category migration file. Here I just need the ID, fine, and then another one which is what, which is the category name. Okay, and it's going to be string, and nice. Okay, it's going to be category name, and its data type is string, and nothing else I need here. I will need a few different field in subcategory, but in category whenever I am using two separate table, database table for category and subcategory, in category I just need 3 different fields, nothing else. Okay, okay, save it and go to the model file, category model, use hash factory, and I'm going to user. I'm just going to copy the protected field label from here, go back to category, paste it here like this, and just the category name going to be field label. We will define here the relationship between category and subcategory file later when we create the subcategory. Okay, for now it's all right. Now let's open the terminal again and write PHP artisan migrate. Okay, so it will migrate the categories table. Nice, that's done. Fine. Now I have to go where? I have to go to routes web.php route. Okay, and go inside of our admins route. You can see here we have the admins route, and here I'm going to create another route group using the controller we just created. Okay, controller is which one? Master category controller, right? Fine. Then, and this is going to be a post route, and this URL going to be like create or store category, right? Fine. Store cat, and going to be store category, right? Fine. Now I have to create this store category function inside my master category file. So I come back here type public function store category. Okay, when I will use this function, whenever any of the admin give here any category name, click on add category, that's the time when I will use that function and send this data directly to my database. And in my database there's already a database table called category. Here I will store that category name. Nice. So on request, so we should type here request $request, right? Now we have to use this store category where inside of our create.blade.php file. In from action we will define the route is store category. Fine. Now whenever someone fill up this form and click on the add category button, what will happen, it will call this route store category, which is here, and it will directly indicate the store cat function inside of our master category controller file. Okay, now here very fast I need to validate the data. So validate data. So after I validate data, I will keep them inside of my validate data, whatever you can say, like variable, right? Yeah. So it's going to be request validate. Okay. And my data will came from this field called category controller, right? Okay, input type text, I don't give it a name, and name should be category controller, category name. Now whenever anyone fill up this form and send this data to my store cat route, it will be named as category name, and I receive this data category name. I want to validate it, right? And it need to be unique, and also what, max how many character, 200 is so much, 100 character max. Okay, next simply I will use here our category model and create. Inside of our category model, I already have the category name in my database, or just simply just pass it like that, category create, and pass here our validate data. Okay, so what will happen, whenever simply anyone fill up this form using a unique category name and click on this add category button, it will directly send this category name to my database. Let's see, let's type here what, TV, and let's see what happened. Okay, sorry, there's one mistake where it going to be unique, right? Unique at categories, GORIS, unique at categories table, right? Sorry, that's a mistake. And go back, refresh, and type here TV. Fine, it should be stored in our database already. You can see TV. This is direct us to a what you can say, like in a empty page, because so we did not say here where to redirect it after the category created successfully in our database. So it should be type return redirect back. We want to go back to the route where we created our category. So yeah, should be like, let's try to create another category, smart phone. Yeah, fine. You can see right now after we created the category, we redirect back to this page, and if we go to the database table, you can see we have the smartphone already inside of our database. Okay, so that's how we simply can validate and create data in our database and store that, right? Now we can show here the error message and also the success message after it's successfully stored in the database. We'll do that later, but before that, let's do another thing today, which is inside the manage category page, we will display all the category we have today. Okay, let's do it. So in create category.blade.php file, whatever we have, just copy it, go back to manage category.blade.php file, paste it like this, and type here manage category, and remove the from here. Okay, just remove the from here, and type here all category in the cart title. Okay, now in our theme there should be, okay, there should be table, right? This is the table. We have the table here, or you can just simply use the bootstrap table here, right? Okay, let's use the bootstrap table. And there should be table responsive class, then let's type here table class table. Okay, inside of this t head, in the t head we'll have tr and then tas. There's going to be few tas. One is like hash, another is category name, and then for now just keep it simple and action. Later there's going to be few different field as well. Then t body, and in t body we'll display our category. Okay, like 1 or 2 3, whatever it is, the ranking, then category name, and then in the action there's going to be some buttons, like a series of buttons. Class btn tensor, delete. Let's see the manage page again. Nice, this is the from right now. Now I want to show here all the category we have. So for that one, if I go to web.php route, in the category controller, we already have the manage, you can say like manage function. So we go to the category controller file now. In the manage function, before the manage function, I just type here categories, CORIES, a variable. Then using the category model, I want to read all. Okay, fine. Then I want to compact them here like categories. Nice. Now all I have to do is I have to go back to the manage.blade.php, and here before the tr, for each, okay, categories as cat, and just I want to use here the blade templating, and yeah, just print out the value here, like category ID and category name. Nice. And this should be it, and it should display us all the category. But why it display one? We already have like two category, right? We already have two category, but why it display only one? Okay, because it's not inside the for each loop. It should be inside the for each loop. Nice. Okay, now if I go back here and refresh, I should display 2. Okay, all right. So in our next video, we will work on delete and edit functionality of this category, and also the error message and success message will display. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.